are tuned in to Valley Views with your host, Hector.
Yo, it's Fernando. Shouts out to Valley Views, man. They played me on the station. I was like, let me make you a jingle. So this is my jingle I made for this. This is what I had to do. This is Valley Views. This is what I had to do. This is Valley Views. Let me sing it like, So what you want? Let me sing it like, So what you want? Let me sing it like, So what you want? Let me sing it like, So what you want? I wasn't tripping when I lost my job. No reason to lie to my mom. Now I got 8, 9 to 5, y'all. I was like, right on. No work on weekends, eh? Waking up early, sleep at 8. I think I'm surely dreaming, eh? Just look at what Burns achieving, eh? 20 pro skater, I'm gonna grind. Not one opportunity I will decline. I show up early like people time. Jokes and truth, I jot in the rhyme. Chicano house to Omatsu now. To a song with y'all in his papa's house. 818 to San Diego. Become a legend in the valley like Danny Trejo. This is what I had to do. This is Valley Views. This is what I had to do. This is Valley Views. Let me sing it like, So what you want? Let me sing it like, So what you want? Let me sing it like, So what you want? Let me sing it like, So what you want?
Yes, that's right, folks. My name is Hector, the host here of Valley Views, and we are back. We are back right here, folks, on Valley Views, the stage series, y'all. Today is Thursday, and we're just, again, happy to be here in studio. Also here with us is Jose the Panda. What up, Jose? Whoa, where's that audio? Jose? How you doing, Jose?
Pretty good.
Yeah. Ooh, there it is. There it is. That's right. That's our audio engineer. So like that audio better be coming through, bro. And Angel, what up, Angel? How you doing, man?
Angel.
What up, Angel?
So, everything's pretty good, you know. Everything's pretty chill. Everything's like going pretty great, you know. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah. And I got to tell you, I mean, this is it. We're going to go ahead and get into this because we got none other here, y'all, than Alma is in the house, y'all. And we're just excited to have him here on board with us. And, Alma is going to be rocking a couple songs here. So we're going to go ahead and have him do his thing, and then we'll come back. But without further ado, everybody, here is the one and only Alma.
Yeah.
Here we go.
What's good, Valley Views? How we doing? Yeah. This song right here is called Fired Up. Let's get it. Lone Wolf, I don't be sharing my location. If I said it, then I meant it. You can put it in quotations. New goals, new bag that I'm chasing. They ain't let me in, so I'ma find another way to make it. Yeah, mask on, got me out here looking like Kane. Yeah, they try to smack me down, but I'm still bringing the pain. Hey, spending all this money like it's easy to make. Was thinking about leaving the game, but I think they need me to stay. I keep a bad one around me, I keep taking pictures. Hot, ice cold, but I never ever shiver. Picking in the head, got me messing up my liver. Took it to the gum, I'm a different quick. Liquor, heartache, all I give her. Hit it back in 2 weeks, saying that I'm missing. Talking loud when I'm not around, but when I come back, all I have is I don't do this for my ego, dog. I do this for me, gente. Superstar power, they screaming out like I'm Chente. I'm seeing right through the vision on X-ray. So make sure when you address me as El Jefe. I see them out here, they be faking a lot. I'm just taking their spot, cause I take what I want. Ayy, they talking crazy, they don't get no response. Headed straight to the top, cause I say what I want. Ayy, yeah, fired up. Now you got me fired up. Yeah, fired up. Now you got me fired up. Yeah, fired up. Now you got me fired up. The clock is ticking, just know that your time is up. They thinking I don't like them, yeah, they probably right. Cause I've been grinding for this here all of my life. Man, I ain't seen them in the trenches, but I seen them on the benches out here acting like they deserve all of the shine. Style really coming out of left field. Need a bad one to cook and clean, like my name is Mr. Sheffield. Trying to hold the title as the best still. Gonna get it any means, and I don't really care how to rest. I don't care about conversations on who you think is the latest. Trying to come up in discussions, who you think is the greatest. You're facing man of many faces, man, I'm so amazing. Racist things, cause I ain't writing rhymes, or I'm making statements. When I speak commandments to make sure you understand it. I ain't waiting till I see that all my people living lavish. Trying to deprive me from eating so long that I've been famished. The storm will coming soon, ain't no telling say how long it's lasted, cause I see them out here, they be faking a lot. I'm just taking they spot, cause I take what I want, ayy. They talking crazy, they don't get no response. Headed straight to the top, cause I say what I want, ayy. Yeah, fired up, now you got me fired up. Yeah, fired up, now you got me fired up. Yeah, fired up, now you got me fired up. The clock is ticking, just know that your time is up. This is me at a 6, you wanna see me at a 10. You used to be so nice. Well, this is now and that was then. This was back when this was real, but now I see it's all pretend. Not on my side, everything checks out on my end. With all this money that I'm about to make sure you don't get caught without a play. Tired of this local stuff, I've been all too long trying to get it booming out of state. Fave out money or a chance to invest, please get out my face. If you keep pushing that you've been on, promise you get left without a trace. Cause I ain't feeding the streets, I'm feeding my family tree. And those that manage to be loyal cause they switching up, right new deep. Now I get heaven in me, but again in the will. Which is all fine and neat, but you won't find this end in me. Playing cause all his a fan, you gon' see who was actually cheating. Who's been holding it down from the jump. Not you want to show up when you're winning just so they can stunt, man. Be careful with the fake ones showing love. Cause they always have their hands up, but can never have enough, man. I see them out here, they be faking a lot. I'm just taking their spot, cause I take what I want, ayy. They talking crazy, they don't get no response. Headed straight to the top, cause I say what I want, ayy. Yeah, fired up, now you got me fired up. Yeah, fired up, now you got me fired up. Yeah, fired up, now you got me fired up. The clock is ticking, just know that your time is up. You know what it is. It's your boy Alma, 818, Sylmar, California. I'm out here rapping, man. I've been doing this for a minute on my grind. I got the mask on. If you guys are listening at home but can't see me, got a luchador mask, part of the aesthetic. I've been a wrestling fan since I was young, so I make it part of my whole career, you know. And that's what we do, man. Get this music going. Next track I got, it's a track called Big Van Vader. It's inspired by an old school 90s WWF wrestler. He was also a big man that wore a mask, so you know I relate to him on a spiritual level. So let's get it. Yeah. Woo! See now I'm at 818 Valley Views. Let's get it.
Let's do it, let's do it, let's do it.
Mask on, yeah, I feel like Big Van Vader. Ayy, wake up in the morning just to get that paper. Yeah, please don't hit my line, you can send that later. Ayy, wake up in the morning just to get that mask on. Yeah, I feel like Big Van Vader. Ayy, wake up in the morning just to get that paper. Yeah, please don't hit my line, you can send that later. Ayy, wake up in the morning just to get that. Ooh, yeah, I'm ready to rumble. Hop in the ring with the king, yeah. Boy, I'm the king of the jungle. Trying to make stacks like I'm bundles. It looks like you're looking for trouble. I'm looking for cash. Give me a couple of racks, I can flip it and make it all double, man. I've been down for a minute. It's my time to shine and go out and get it. I'm back on my feet, now it's back to the business. The marathon continues, it's never ended, I swear. Some of y'all acting real different, like y'all wasn't fans to begin with. I mean, what's the deal? Cause as soon as I come around, all they told to be shit, then they be like, see, Alma, he ain't even got it like that. In the city, he ain't even popping like that. He a broke boy, can't go shopping like that. Man, shut up, unless you want a problem like that. I got words for him when I see him. I ain't one for beefing in the DMs. Face to face in case he the leader. Swear most of y'all just hear feelings. Mask on, yeah, I feel like Big Van Vader. Ayy, wake up in the morning just to get that paper. Yeah, please don't hit my line, you can send that later. Ayy, wake up in the morning just to get that mask on. Yeah, I feel like Big Van Vader. Ayy, in the morning just to get that paper. Yeah, please don't hit my line, you can send that later. Ayy, wake up in the morning just to get that. They turn their back on me, well guess what, I'm back, homie. Even with this mask on, I can never be that phony. I mean, all the things I did for them just so they can go be that lame. But if I was a fake person like them, then I'd probably go and do the same. If I couldn't be me, then I hate to be you, man. I hear all the rumors, I'm making it true. I don't care what they say when I'm not in the room. Wonder why they so comfortable to say it to you. I'ma make sure they remember this when they fan base and going in the deficit. Wake up, get dressed, leave the house, give it my 110%. Your best bet is gonna take your bets on me. Don't sleep, don't snooze, don't rest on me. Got a bad one, like to put a breast on me. Yeah, I'm next up, baby, that's on me. OGs always saying that I'm making them proud, cause I'm really by myself and I ain't playing around. Stay for the sound, bitch, you got to feature, make you pay right pound. Mask on, yeah, I feel like Big Van Vader. Ayy, in the morning just to get that paper. Yeah, please don't hit my line. You can say that later. Hey, wake up in the morning just to get that mask on. Yeah, I feel like Big Van Vader. Hey, in the morning just to get that paper. Yeah, please don't hit my line. You can say that later. Hey, wake up in the morning just to get that. Yeah.
Sin Alma is getting it. That's right. Whoa. Wow, what an intro there, Sin Alma. So, welcome to the stage.
Hey,
How you
man.
doing? How you doing?
That was
Thank
good.
you,
I was
guys.
vibing to that.
Thank you guys. Thank you for having me here, man. It's been a long time coming.
Yeah, I mean, we're just so happy to have you here. And, you know, it's a trip because, you know, it's one thing to hear your music, you know, like productions and stuff like that already done. It's another thing to be here and watch you do your thing, you know. And I mean, what y'all think here, like sound engineers over here, you know?
Yeah, I really like the way you're performing it, man. Like it's the energy is like alive, and I feel it.
Yeah,
I feel
man.
it.
You can't go up on stage with this mask on and not
Yeah.
put on a wrestling show. You know what I'm saying?
Right? I could feel that energy and like just like the way you were delivering those vocals and the rhythm there and like just the breathing and everything that's going on and like
Still gotta work on that. I'll be rapping really fast.
yeah, not for reals. But Angel, what do you think? I mean, you know, like you got some rap production coming up soon yourself. But like, what you think right here, Sin Alma?
To be honest, honestly, it was really good. I did actually like the fact that like you're rapping all fast and stuff.
Yeah.
I did like that, and I like the vocal production and like your music and stuff like that. It was honestly like it's pretty impressive. I really liked it.
Thank you, man. I
Got
really
you, bro.
appreciate that. I love the feedback.
Yeah, no, it's a trip, and you know, one of the things, the other thing that I'm just thinking about is like, you know, you have all these elements that go with it. You know, like in the first song, you know, we heard a little like chente reference there, so you know, you got that, you know, that tribute to the WWE as well. And just tell me, like, because it seems very apparent to me that some of your songs, you know, obviously relate to the things that you connect to, you know.
Right,
But how do you actually connect those dots in your lyrics?
You know, it's really just all the stuff that I grew up with. You know, what was around the house, what was I watching on TV, just being, you know, a kid, being, you know, Mexican American. The representation I saw on TV was wrestling. You know, Eddie Guerrero, Rey Mysterio. Those were like my heroes growing
Mysterio.
up. Yeah, shout out Rey Mysterio, shout out Eddie. You know, seeing Eddie come out to the ring in a lowrider. You know, always wanting like an Impala. Like those are things that stick with me even now. You know, at where I'm at now, and just my grandparents love chente. You know, everyone's grandparents. Everyone loves chente.
Yeah, the late
Yeah,
great chente
late
that we
great
just lost not
RIP.
too long, you know?
Exactly. So it's like those things stick with me. You grow up with those things, you have them, and I just like to pay homage to everything that came before me that got me to where I am now. You feel me?
No, 100 on that. I definitely feel that. And, you know, and it's great to see that in your own style of music, you know, through hip hop and rap, to be able to like really put those elements together, you know, and
Yeah.
and tell me like what happened to your soul, Sin Alma? Like where's that soul at? Just tell us a little bit
man.
about that you know, mischievous kind of vibe to who Sin Alma is, you know. But tell us a little bit more about just your name in general. I'm just really
Yeah.
curious about that.
I mean, the name, you know, it came. So I originally started rapping about like 10 plus years ago. I went by the name A Fresh, and that's a name that I had for a very long time. People still call me that today. People, you know, from back in the days, high school and all that. And I just felt like I did everything that I could as A Fresh, but I still wanted to make music. So it was just time for a change, and I knew I wanted to wear a mask. You know, I'm inspired by people like Slipknot, people like MF Doom, R.I.P.
Oh yeah, R.I.P. right
You
there
know?
too. Yeah.
I just, and obviously growing up watching wrestling, seeing Rey Mysterio, but also watching a lot of lucha libre, like I knew I wanted something with that aesthetic, and I knew the name had to match it.
Yeah.
You know, because I couldn't just go by A Fresh and just put on a mask.
Right.
It just wouldn't fit. It wouldn't, you know. You couldn't really. They didn't go together.
Yeah,
They didn't
no
match.
no
So
doubt.
really, it's just a name that came up with. I was like, okay, this sounds simple enough for everyone to say, but it's still in Spanish, paying, you know, respect to my culture, the culture that I grew up in.
Yeah, no doubt. You know, it's a beautiful thing, especially because, you know, it's like, you know, we were talking before this off air, right before the show, and how like in general, you know, there are rappers out there like right now in the game, like, you know, either coming up or, you know, like out there that, you know, wear that mask, you know, as part of their like personality, if you like that persona, you know?
Definitely. I mean, shout out to my boy Ruckus out in Moreno Valley. Shout out to Lucha Live, Twitch streamer. You know, there's a couple guys that I've linked up with as far as masked rappers goes, luchador masked rappers. And hopefully we can, you know, like I said, assemble the Avengers soon and get on a track together. But, you know, I definitely, I've seen in the past few years a lot more masks coming out. I just think, you know, it's man, hey, it's marketable.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you definitely have my attention. But you know what? The other thing I was tripping out, maybe at some point, you know, Jose and Angel, we're going to have to bring in some of these masked folks all together. You know, that's what I'm thinking, you know.
Yeah, let's do it,
but we're going to have to do that. But, and tell me a little bit more about just, like what for you, what goes into just producing, like, you know, because it's one thing to perform and it's another thing to produce. And like for you, what's that process like? You know, Jose the Panda over here produces as well. You know, Angel's been dabbling a little bit in that himself, but yeah, like what goes through your process as far as like, do you write the lyrics first? Do you listen to the beats first? Is it a mishmash of both? Like, take us through that process for yourself.
It's more it just really depends. Sometimes I'll find myself with, you know, a lot of inspiration. I'll sit down and just start writing lyrics, and, you know, at some point I'll match the lyrics to a beat. Other times, you know, I make a lot of my own beats. So I'll make the beat, and as I'm making it, as I'm, you know, putting pieces together, I'm writing things down. So I have an idea of where I can take the beat, and they kind of just take each other on the journey, you know? Other times, say if I get a beat from another producer, because, you know, I'm open to that as well, it just really, something has to catch my ear. Something has to, you know, when you see a dog, you know, see a squirrel, their ears perk up. It has to be that same feeling. I have to, like, really feel it in myself to just start writing a hook. I try and start with the hook first, because I know that'll set the tone for the whole song, the rest of the song. But other people like to write their verses first. I've done it before. It's just harder to put a hook to that verse, you know? I like to do mine, I guess, backwards.
Yeah. No, that's cool. I mean, hey, nothing wrong with little fired up as your hook right there. You know what I mean? And then, and how long have you been like kind of just dabbling in and really like putting it out there more as far as just music and you know, did you always start more with like, you know, on the rap hip hop element, or did you kind of like, you know, has there been a little bit of a metamorphosis to, you know, Sin Alma?
No, I mean, it's always, as far as Sin Alma goes, it's always been hip hop. Like I said, you know, I had been doing music for a long time, and it's always been rap music, different styles. You know, there's several subgenres of hip hop that I dabble in. You know, I like the trap stuff. I like the West Coast stuff. I love the East Coast stuff. Like, you know, I love hip hop. So anytime I can fit myself on a beat and switch up the style, I do it. But as far as like how long I've been doing it, yeah, man, like 10 plus years. I've been really taking it serious. When I started, you know, I knew I wanted to make music. I just didn't know what I wanted to do. I didn't know if I wanted to play guitar. I didn't know if I wanted to be in a band. You know, when I started, you know, not punk rock, but like, you know, emo rock and stuff was really, really popular. So everyone wanted to be in a band, but I was like, nah, man, I can't play the guitar, but I can write. I knew I could write. So I was like, okay, let's try rapping. Let's see, you know, where it takes me. And I just studied all the greats, man. Like, you know, I studied, of course, you know, your Biggies, your Pacs. At the time, you know, Kanye, Drake was coming up, Lil Wayne was going on a run. So those are a lot of the inspirations early on, and then I just go from there. Outkast, Big L, Jay-Z, you know, and then even some of the new greats that came up in the past 10 years. Just studying, man. I'm a student of the game, so that's really, you know, whatever I can take, whatever inspiration I can take from them, I will.
And you know, it's a trip because you know, I mean that's, you know, I think people already know this, but for those that don't, hip hop is like, for me, like, it's my go-to music. You know, I mean, I listen to all kinds of other genres too, but he's kind of like Jose the Panda, right? Like, I mean, I know he does like, you know, electronic music, but at the same time, that's not all he does. But you know, I was tripping out though on like, just, you know, just like what you mentioned now, like the folks that you studied, and like, you know, for some folks, like hip hop is like like strange, right? For others, it's like home, but it's kind of a trip. At the Super Bowl last Sunday, how like hip hop was on display, right? Like with some of the biggest icons in hip hop that we've had. You know, like it's a different era than like, you know, the old school hip hop, but it's definitely iconic individuals that, you know, just kind of kept pushing the envelope of hip hop. I mean, Dr. Dre, you know, Snoop Dogg, 50 showing up in that upside down, like, you know, to, you know, Mary J. Blige, of course, with her, like, just those vocal ranges. Who am I missing?
Eminem, Kendrick.
And Kendrick.
I
you know?
really
Even,
liked the show, to be honest. I was having so much fun. I was right there, like,
Look at that. He's already getting all puffed up right there.
No, man, I felt like I was there, you know,
Yeah.
just watching it with the family. Like, I was, you know, it made me so happy seeing hip-hop being put on a stage as big as it's the biggest event in America, man.
There's
like
more people that watch, you know, the Super Bowl than actually vote.
Yeah, which is kind of sad, you know.
It's
It's
the
kind of
most
sad.
American thing, bro. More than democracy, dog. Like,
Yeah, that just goes to show. And it's also like a worldwide thing, right? I think it was like some of the ratings were like over 100 million viewers, like live.
Oh, wow.
And then I think, I don't know if it was Nothing But a G thing or I think it was that one though, but I think it hit like a billion views on YouTube after the, you know, the show. So it's kind of like a trip how, you know, it does propel folks, like, because it's just such a big stage, those 12 minutes, right?
And even seeing that, because, you know, hip-hop's definitely in a different state today, and that's not a knock on the new generation. I love the new stuff that's coming up, man, but, like, seeing the greats do it can inspire a whole new generation of kids who want to go back and listen to Dr. Dre's old stuff, listen to Eminem's old stuff. They might, you know, might be a little shocked, but
a little 8
Mile, you know, Marshall Mathers LP, but go back and listen to Snoop Dogg stuff, and you know they get a resurgence and they get the respect that they deserve, you know, being on that stage. But yeah, man, it could definitely inspire a kid who sees that and like, man, I want to do that. I want to be like them.
Yes.
That's what it was for me, man, being young and, you know, watching the Up in Smoke tour when I probably shouldn't have been.
Right.
But you know, but seeing them go on stage and kill it every night where they were at, like, it was amazing. I knew that's what I wanted to do.
Dope.
You know, seeing Dre and Snoop.
Yeah, and that's what's cool. So I don't know, it's like some type of full circle when it comes to like hip hop now for us that are like, you know, like into it, and then like just to see someone like you here today on our show perform too, and like you could just feel that passion that he has, you know, seeing Alma's passion for hip hop, and you know, which is dope. And tell us a little bit about like your routines. Do you have like a routine to practice, like, you know, because, you know, rapping it's a craft and a skill art form, right? But it also takes like a lot of practice, like when it comes to hitting your verses. Like writing is one part, the other part is just delivery and execution, you know, and like breathing techniques and things of that sort. How do you go about that, like as far as establishing a routine for yourself, you know, just to improve and get better, you know?
It really has to do with production. Just, you know, I think that's what like the root of everything is the production. You know, if I get a good beat, I know I'm gonna be able to find all the pockets in that beat. Yeah. And I like to rap a little faster, but I like to make sure when I rap fast, I articulate. I enunciate what I'm saying, so you can hear me. Mm-hmm. You know, it's one thing to rap fast. You know, you have your guys like Twista, Tech Nine who go crazy fast, and sometimes you want to go back and listen. Like, what did he just say?
Like, I gotta read the lyrics because
I have to read the lyrics for this one, which is fun. Don't get me wrong; it's definitely fun going back and trying to learn, you know, your favorite fast verse. But I want to make sure you hear what I'm saying while also being like, whoa, like, you know, amazing people with the flow that I come up with. As far as like I don't really have much of a routine. It's kind of just how I feel, you know? Yeah. I let the music kind of take me and move me. I kind of just move along with it, you know, follow along with the beat.
Yo, you know who, my bad for cutting it off.
No,
you know who raps fast and, like, I always have to, like, pull it back to see what they said?
Who?
Busta Rhymes. I'm like, like, what the
Busta
hell?
Rhymes, Busta Rhymes.
Especially on Scenario on Tribe Called Quest. I'm always like, what the hell, you know?
Nah, being in high school when Look At Me Now
does he
by
even
Chris
take
Brown.
any breaths on that, you know?
Yeah,
but what about Chris Brown?
No, that song Look At Me Now by Chris Brown. I remember when that Busta Rhymes verse came out, we were all trying to learn it.
Yeah,
And he
yeah.
just that big breath in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
he just goes on and on and on.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, like he should be like a Olympic swimmer or something, like a diver, without the
He probably
tank,
is.
you know?
Yeah.
On his off time, he's in
Yeah.
Speedos.
Yeah, those are some heavy lungs there, heavy duty
Oh,
lungs. Yep.
definitely, man.
For
Shout
more
out
than
to
just
Usher.
rapping,
Yeah.
if you know what I mean.
Exactly.
Some
But
Speedos.
but and then, yeah, just tell us, Alma, like what, like obviously, you got a lot of connections you make with songs and like your lyrics, right? Like,
Right.
and because really, I mean, to be a hip hop artist and to actually, like you say, you're a writer, really, like, that's like poetry, in
Yeah.
motion right there, But is there like certain moments for you where you find yourself like, yo, I just gotta write? Or, it's like, how do you go about that process for writing? Or is it just something that's like just a constant, or like you try to like, put some time to the side? How do you go about that?
I'm not gonna lie. Like it's been a struggle the past few years. Like I said, I've been doing this 10+ years. At a certain point, you think, I ran out of stuff to talk about,
Yeah.
and you kind of step back a little bit. You take a break. You go and live life.
Yeah.
You go and have experiences. You meet people. You build friendships, and that's why I like it, performing. It gives me something to go do while I'm not writing. But when it comes time to like sit down and finally get going on writing new songs, it's just a thing of, man, like what inspired me, what from this time has inspired me to come in and write about
And
my
just create.
experience. Exactly.
Yeah. I really agree with you with that, because I've been in like music world for as long as I lived, and
Yeah.
and even in this stage of my life, like I find like moments where I feel like I get like really hard like producer block or like music block, and I just don't know what to make anymore, and then I just go do a couple gigs and all that kind of stuff, and then just enjoy life, and just gain some new experiences, and then once I'm back in the studio cooking up stuff, it's like something that's been missing, and it's like, oh snap, like it feels good just cooking something up again,
And I think a lot of the time for people who make music, you can relate. I'm sure you'll start relating soon, right? A lot of the time we kind of just do it on our own, right? It's just you in the studio writing to a beat or making a beat, and it's kind of like
it's very intimate too.
It's very
by
intimate,
yourself,
but at the same time, doing that for so long, you're not getting feedback. You're not getting you're just not getting that interaction. So I find myself lately, collaborating with artists, going to another studio and working with with new artists, like getting inspired from them, seeing how they do things, and be like, oh, okay. I was just in the studio on Friday with my boy Swift Savvy. We worked on a song. I hadn't made a song in a while now, So just knowing that I can still do this, knowing that I can still pour my heart out and make something that I like, Because one thing to make something that this person likes, but if I got to perform it, I'm gonna want to enjoy what I'm writing and enjoy what I'm making. So just working with new artists, that's lately been my thing. I want to collaborate. I want to work with everybody.
And that's one thing I've noticed as just producing here, and preparing for shows and doing everything I do here with Valley Views on KROJ is, I feel like that is when you actually get the most creative. That is when you kind of like, I mean, don't get me wrong. I love to kind of like I have my own little lab at home, or my lab is just in my head, But, and, we start cooking up ideas and all that. But I think like it's once you kind of like get the folks around you that like really vibe with you, and you could actually like what's in your head, in your laboratory, like, you could release it out and tell folks, like whether it's Panda or other folks, even like Angel now, and like, or like other individuals, creative people, you start getting new ideas, and once those new ideas start coming in, it's like this big rush, of just like creativity.
Especially when you have an idea and you like pitch it to someone and they add on to that idea and it starts bouncing around between like multiple heads, and then this like one idea becomes like something greater, way bigger than you yourself could even like, picture.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, I love that, and I love that just because you feed off of each other's energy that way,
100%, man. And that's why I go to a studio in Pasadena for guest of the show.
Tell the people who you're talking about. Come on,
man. Shout out to my boy Will, man. Goldmine Studios.
Shout out Will.
Shout out Will. He really
Santos.
he really helps me, man. Like, going in there, I have ideas of songs that I've been writing, and I made a beat, and he'll go in when we're mixing and mastering and stuff. He'll go in and be like, oh, maybe we tweak this a certain way, and he really brings life to the songs that I record, you know?
Yeah.
You know, shout out to all the artists out there, but, you know, shout out to all the engineers for sure, man, because they're what's making your favorite artist sound like an artist, man. Like, you know, some of these, if you listen to dry vocals and all that stuff, you're gonna be like,
especially when it's like freshly recorded, nothing's been mixed yet, everything's just stacked on top of each other.
Yeah,
it just sounds like mud. Everything, all the vocals just sound really MIDI. I've been there. So,
man. So it's, you know, shout out to all the engineers who really put in their work and have. I never understood it because I guess, you know, just being the artist, being the writer, wanting to make the music, but for someone to sit down and work on other people's music with the same passion that they have for their own work, like, that's crazy, you know, like, and Will does that, man. He's a great guy. He's one of my favorite engineers, you know. I love going to the studio, always great vibes.
Big shout out to Will over at Goldmine Studios. He was actually one of our featured guests here too as well. And you know, one of the things I remember Will said when he was here with us was that, you know, it's you know, as an audio engineer and a mix engineer, and producing, it's like you're literally like you're taking someone's, like, this is metaphor, baby, and like, you know, it's now in your care and custody, and you know, and you have to nurture it, and you have to take care of it, and like you know, give back that baby in a better form that they give him to you, you know. Really but it's kind of like, you know, to me it was like, wow, it's kind of a trip, because it was just like, that's how much responsibility he feels in like producing and making sure that, you know, it's like, you know, you try to deliver on what they want, but also like with the skills that he has too, you know. So it's like a fine line. Producing's not, you know, not easy. I'm sure Jose Lapana is a producer too, like understands that, you know, firsthand.
There's like so many projects where like it's like you look at like how it, like when it's handed to me and I have all like the, you know, the bones and like all like the samples and stuff, and I'm just right there like, oh my god, what am I about to do with this? And then you just slowly start muting stuff and you're like, all right, this needs to go to the left and this is the main vocal, and you know, I just don't think, I know a lot of artists now, they engineer their own stuff. I don't have the patience for it, man. Like, you know, I just want to work. You know, I want to keep recording songs, writing. Yeah, my partner is like that. And I engineer all this stuff, so I feel it.
So you know what it is, man. Like, shout out to all, like I said, shout out to all the engineers, shout out to all the producers, all the artists.
Shout out to anyone that just loves music, you know. Anyone that,
and you know what? Shout out to all the folks listening to us right now who vibe to us, you know. I mean, it's just all love, but for real, it's like it's you know, because I mean that's part of this platform, Valley Views and KROJ, really. Like KROJ is like, you know, our station here, in Valley Views is just one of the shows, but really it's about you know, we're just trying to provide opportunities and a platform for artists to be heard, to be listened to be explored, to be found, you know, to have folks like run into, you know, new artists from the Valley. And because, you know, there might be folks out there that never listened to Sin Alma, and you know, maybe now they're going to be rocking Sin Alma, you know what I mean?
I hope so, man.
Come on now.
I hope so.
You know, exactly.
No, but like I said, shout out to you. Like, a lot of friends, you know, artists in the Valley have come through here. It's a great platform, man. Like, giving, you know, artists who don't necessarily have too big of an audience coming up here and being able to share with everybody, like, it's amazing. So I appreciate you for having me.
Yeah, no doubt. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna actually take a quick break. So we'll play. I want to just play back some of these songs that you know, Sin Alma played, and then when we come back, he'll have a live performance for his last song there, Take It Back. But before that, let's get back into that fired up, and we'll be right back here on Valley Views, y'all.
Sharing my location, you can put it in quotations. New bag that I'm chasing, another way to make it. Looking like Kane, but I'm still bringing the pain. Like it's easy to make, leaving the game, but I think they need me to stay. Pictures, shiver, liver, quicker. All I ever give her, miss her. When I come back, all I ever is whispers. Ego, gente, screaming out like I'm Chente. Vision on X-ray, dress me as El Jefe. I see them out here, they be faking a lot. I'm just taking their spot, cause I take what I want, ayy. They talking crazy, they don't get no response. Headed straight to the top, cause I say what I want, ayy. Yeah, fired up, now you got me fired up. Yeah, fired up, now you got me fired up. Yeah, fired up, now you got me fired up. The clock is ticking, just know that your time is up. Yeah, they probably right. All of my life, in the trenches, on the benches, all of the shine, out of left field, like my name is Mr. Sheffield, best deal, care how the rest feel, who they think is the latest, think is the greatest, man of many faces, so amazing, right rhyme, boy, I'm making statements, speak commandments, understand it, all my people living lavish, that I've been famished, ain't no telling how long it's lasted, cause I see them out here, they be faking a lot, I'm just taking their spot, cause I take what I want, ayy, they talking crazy, they don't get no response, headed straight to the top, cause I say what I want, ayy, yeah, fired up, now you got me fired up, yeah, fired up, now you got me fired up, yeah, fired up, now you got me fired up, the clock is ticking, just know that your time is up. You wanna see me at a 10? You used to be so nice. Well, this is now and that was then. But now I see it's all pretend. Everything checks out on my end. Money that I'm about to make, don't get caught without a plate. Locals who aren't too long, booming out of state. Please get out my face. Promise you get left without a trace. Feet in the street, family tree, manage a beat. No, I can't have it to me. Standing with me, plan, fan, actually deep. Holding it down from the jump. Just so they can stunt. Showing love. But can never have enough, man. I see them out here, they be faking a lot. I'm just taking their spot, cause I take what I want, ayy. They talking crazy, they don't get no response. Headed straight to the top, cause I say what I want, ayy. Yeah, fired up, now you got me fired up. Yeah, fired up, now you got me fired up. Yeah, fired up, now you got me fired up. The clock is ticking, just know that your time is up. Big Van Vader, ayy. Get that paper, yeah. Send that later, ayy. Get that, get that, get that, get that. Big Van Vader, ayy. Get that paper, yeah. Send that later, ayy. Get that, get that, get that, get that. Ready to rumble. Ring with the king, yeah. King of the jungle. Stacks like I'm bundles. Looking for trouble. Cash. Couple of racks. Make it all double. I'll be down for a minute. Go out and get it. Back to the business. It's never ending, I swear. Acting real different. Fans to begin with. Deal. Come around, all they told you be shifting. Got it like that. Popping like that. Shopping like that. Unless you want a problem like that. When I see him, beefing in the DMs, he delete him. You see your feelings? Big Van Vader, ayy. Get that paper, yeah. Send that later, ayy. Get that, get that, get that, get that. Big Van Vader, ayy. Get that paper, yeah. Send that later, ayy. Get that, get that, get that, get that. Back on me, back homie. Mask on, that phony. Lady alien. Probably go and do the same, yeah. Hate to be you, making it true. Not in the room, say it to you. That's on me. Rest on me. Breast on me. That's on me. OGs, making them proud. Playing around. Stay for the sound. Pay by the pound. Big Van Vader, ayy. Get that paper, yeah. Send that later, ayy. Get that, get that, get that, get that. Big Van Vader, ayy. Get that paper, yeah. Send that later, ayy. Get that, get that, get that, get that.
You're listening to KROJ 101.5 FM Radio Olean. Take it back.
Yeah. Okay, this one right here for all my people on Valentine's Day that didn't have a Valentine's. This one's for you. Yeah. This one's called Take It Back. You feel me? Take it back. You talk a big game, but your actions don't match. Yeah, you wasting your time, can't get a fraction of that. Hey, you say that you love me, you need to learn how to act. Cause that word means too much to me and you can't take it back. Take it back, take it back. Back to when we first met. From the first time we talked, I thought that I would be set. No more searching, no more hurting. I think I've come to forget that that's not how it works. And in this game it's a mess, it's a mess. I'm a mess, man, I really can't stress it. You're what I want, not what I need. But there's still so many questions, like how I let you in, let you leave. Back to depression, you're in my life to teach me something new. Back to the lesson, man, I'm selective with my energy. Working on a better me, but you're the type to make me wanna run back to that Hennessy. Way too much empathy, a prisoner of the tendencies. When it's all said and done, I'm my own worst enemy. I hate to be as blunt as I am. Yeah, you tested my patience, but baby, these ain't exempt. I ain't getting any younger, gotta get it while I can. But I can't even get a tech back to see where we stand. You talk a big game, but your actions don't match. Yeah, you wasting your time, can't get a fraction of that. Hey, you say that you love me, you need to learn how to act. Cause that word means too much to me and you can't take it back. Take it back, take it back. Yeah, you can't take it back. Yeah, you can't take it back. Take it back, take it back. Yeah, you can't take it back. Yeah, you can't take it back. So put your pride to the side. I ain't trying to disturb your peace, I'm just trying to change your life. They tell me let it go, but I ain't taking that advice. Cause I done some people wrong and I'm just trying to make it right, make it right. Yeah, I'm not trying to get taken advantage. I got girls in my phone begging for a second chance. Now imagine that, trying to fix these scars with a bandage. I had high hopes for you and I still haven't let it. I'm so high, fall too hard, don't know why. Every time I'm too kind, every lie justified. I had plans, you and I, but you keep passing me by. New games every day of my life, yeah. And I don't know how to sustain it. It's just me, myself, and I, and all this baggage I came with. The way you throw that word around, very amazing. But if you don't mean what you say, then I won't entertain it. You talk a big game, but your actions don't match. Yeah, you wasting your time, can't get a fraction of that. Hey, you say that you love me, you need to learn how to act. Cause that word means too much to me and you can't take it back. Take it back, take it back. Yeah, you can't take it back. Huh? Say you can't take it back. Take it back, take it back. Yeah, you can't take it back. Now you can't take it back. Yeah.
You're listening to KROJ 101.5 FM.
Yeah, folks. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. I wish we could take it back, just so that we could come back and have you do some more songs right now. But
yeah, man.
first of all, sometimes those heartbreaks make us do things. You know what I mean?
You know what it is, man. But hey, it's all good. I don't feel that anymore. But that's just a song,
Yep. You
that
gotta
I
put it
got
out
for
there.
the people.
I like how introspective that song was. I was listening to the lyrics and the instrumental. Did you produce that too? Or
Yeah. I made that one.
I like that. It was like not a sirens, but it was like a
Right?
Yeah.
That sounds dope.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, that was a good one. That's actually when when you send me the songs, I kept putting that on repeat, just because I was really vibing to that. A couple of days ago I was riding my bike and I was like, can't take it back as I'm going up a hill,
Yeah, I mean, I just made sure, when I made that one, I wanted there to be some bounce to it. Make it,
I felt that.
You kind of nod your head to that one while
yes.
you crying about your third grade crush or whatever.
Right, whatever, or
damn it, third grade.
Right, third grade crush,
Why should leave me at the monkey bars?
Right, seriously. Oh, they don't even have monkey bars
it's
anymore, huh?
Monkey bar.
It's always, maybe that's why they banned the monkey bars. You know what I mean?
Everyone kept getting
too much heartbreak there.
Yeah, so many broken hearts.
Angel, have you ever had actually in your era did they have monkey bars, Angel?
Yeah, have you had monkey
school?
bars?
They call them apparatuses.
Do you know what the
Yeah.
apparatus is? Yeah. Okay, he's like monkey bars. What they talking about?
It's called an apparatus.
An apparatus. And no, I have not had my heart broken there.
He was breaking hearts in apparatus.
Oh, okay. That's different. Yeah. That's different.
Yeah.
He's like, take it back. I can't relate.
The part he related was when he said he has ladies hitting up his phone.
Right?
Yeah, that's me.
That's about it. Well, see, now I'm over here is like still waiting for the text to come back.
I threw that in there for you, my man.
Right? Left on red. No, but I got to tell you, Sinalma, it's just been really fun having you here. Thank you for just blessing us with your presence, for your, your gift, your talents, and, just talking to us about a little bit of, just who you are, like, your passion for music in general, and it's not just about, like you said, it's like, it's all this writing. And I love what you said too. It's like, yeah, sometimes you got to take a step back and actually go live life too, and like build those experiences, because that's really what truly, starts inspiring you or give you like the experiences will give you like that content that you need, even when you least expect it. You know what I mean?
Sometimes you don't go looking for songs to write. Sometimes they find you, my man.
100 on that. In fact, Saint Sergi and I were talking last night about just stuff like that, like life and like finding our purpose and stuff like that. And
yeah, you guys were talking last night.
Yeah, believe it or not, we were. And Saint Sergi doesn't even have a mic right now, but Saint Sergi, we gotta get you. You can't defend yourself right now. But point being, like one of the things we talked about was that, and like sometimes like you have to kind of. Like don't look too hard for that purpose. Like you said, like that purpose is gonna find you. You're gonna know when it feels right. And I think like Sinalma, it's felt good here to have you here in the studio on the stage series. And one of the last things we want to do before we let you go is just tell us like what are some final words of wisdom you want to leave us and the listening viewing audience with.
First off, thank you for having me. It's been great, man. I've been meaning to come down here for a while, and I'm glad I got to be here. And
yes,
thank you for allowing me to perform for your audience, my audience who's tuning in. Like I said, man, shout out to everyone who's listening, anyone who's been supporting me for a minute. I really appreciate every listen that I get. Whether it's local, worldwide. I'm really appreciative of anyone who's been listening for as long as they have, or if you're new. Not too many words of wisdom, man. I'm, trying to keep that for the music, but, I got a new single dropping this Monday called Make or Break. It's going to be a West Coast banger, so,
nice.
Dropping that on all platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you listen to music pretty much. That'll be coming out. Can't wait for you guys to hear that. I'll be doing some performances soon, have a couple lined up. And yeah, man, just, more music, more videos, more performances, and more life. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Beautiful. Well, we really appreciate you, Alma, for being here with us. And just like I said, once again, on behalf of myself, entire KROJ and Valley Views crew, just much love to you. Keep doing your thing, and you're welcome anytime. just hit me up, and we'll get you back on here, of course. And with that said, thank you to all the listening audience out there. We're going to be back in just a bit, but don't forget, we're also on social media. You can find us on Valley Views SFV. And, we're also running a GoFundMe campaign that's about to end March 7th. So if you're so inclined to do so and got like $5, $10, whatever, it doesn't matter. Any and all donations go a long way here, just to kind of continue for us to produce quality programming and just to continue to vibe with everybody here in the San Fernando Valley 818 and beyond. So with that said, y'all have a beautiful, beautiful Thursday. And we'll be back in just a bit because we have Soraya as well. But with that said, we're going to go ahead and take a quick break, and we'll be right back. Here's this one, everybody. Hustle and motivate. And we'll be right back. Nipsey Hussle, y'all.
Pull up in motorcades. I got a show today. It's all I'm trying to do. Hustle and motivate. Choppers a throwaway. Hustle the overweight. That's why they follow me, huh? They think I know the way. Cause I took control of things. Ballin' the solo way.